What would you do if the world only valued what it could see? The story you're about to hear will make you question everything you think you know about beauty. Sarah, a young woman with a radiant smile, was often overlooked because of her appearance, until a shocking event made people see her in a new light. But what changed? How did she uncover a beauty so deep that it couldn't be ignored? As her journey unfolds, you'll discover how true beauty isn't always about what's on the outside, and that sometimes the most beautiful people are hiding in plain sight. Sarah grew up in a small town where appearances meant everything. From a young age, she knew that she didn't fit the mold of traditional beauty. Unlike her classmates, who spent hours in front of mirrors or scrolling through social media feeds full of flawless images, Sarah focused on what made her feel good: books, nature, and kindness toward others. Her skin had blemishes, her hair was often untamed, and she was on the heavier side. For most, that was enough to turn a blind eye to her. At school, Sarah's peers barely noticed her. She wasn't bullied outright, but the cold indifference she felt was worse than mean words. The popular crowd never invited her to events, her crush barely acknowledged her, and even teachers seemed to focus more on the girls who fit the beauty standards. But Sarah had learned to find joy in the little things: helping a friend with homework, volunteering at the local shelter, and taking long walks by the river where no one could judge her. One day, as she sat alone during lunch, she noticed a girl, Emma, struggling to carry a stack of books. Without thinking twice, Sarah rushed over to help. Emma, one of the pretty girls, was surprised by Sarah's kindness but accepted the help. As they walked to the library, they began to talk. Sarah's wit, intelligence, and warmth instantly made Emma feel comfortable. Over the next few weeks, Emma found herself gravitating towards Sarah's company, even though they came from completely different social circles. But despite this new friendship, Sarah still felt invisible to most. It wasn't until the school's annual talent show that things began to change. Emma had convinced Sarah to sign up, but Sarah wasn't sure what talent she could showcase. She had never sung in front of people, wasn't an athlete, and didn't think she had anything particularly impressive to offer. Emma, however, saw something special in her: a spark of creativity that Sarah herself had buried long ago. On the night of the talent show, the gymnasium was packed. Everyone was there: parents, students, and faculty, all eager to cheer on the performers. Sarah's heart raced as she waited backstage, feeling as though she might back out. But something Emma had said earlier stuck with her. "It's not about impressing anyone, Sarah. It's about showing them who you really are." When Sarah's turn finally came, the lights dimmed. She stepped on stage, her hands trembling. For a moment, the audience murmured quietly, some whispering to one another, clearly wondering what this quiet, unremarkable girl could possibly bring to the table. Then, the music began. Sarah took a deep breath and started to speak poetry, her own creation, written from the depths of her soul. As the words flowed, the room fell silent. She spoke of the pain of being unseen, the power of inner strength, and the beauty that no one could take away from her. Her voice, though soft at first, grew stronger with every line. The audience, mesmerized, leaned forward in their seats, hanging on her every word. As Sarah finished her performance, there was a beat of stunned silence before the crowd erupted in applause. But it wasn't just polite clapping. It was raw, emotional, and genuine. Tears glistened in the eyes of those who had never taken the time to truly see Sarah before. Her words had touched something deep within them. For the first time in her life, she wasn't invisible, she was seen, not for how she looked, but for who she was. In the days that followed, Sarah noticed a shift. People approached her in the halls, complimenting her on her performance, asking to spend time with her, and wanting to know more about the real Sarah. She still wasn't one of the popular girls, but she didn't need to be. She had found her place, and more importantly, she had shown everyone that beauty isn't defined by societal standards, it shines brightest from within. Her friendship with Emma deepened, but it wasn't based on appearances or status. They bonded over shared interests, meaningful conversations, and a mutual respect for each other's inner strength. Through this journey, Sarah realized that the true beauty she possessed was never something that could be captured by a mirror. It lived in her heart, her kindness, her words, and the way she treated others back on her life. She understood that beauty was never something to chase, it was something to be. And through her actions, Sarah had redefined beauty for everyone around her. Thank you for staying with us through Sarah's inspiring journey. Her story reminds us that beauty is not about the image we present, but the kindness, love, and strength we offer the world. Sarah didn't fit the conventional mold of beauty, but her inner light was far more captivating than anything skin deep. Let's take a moment to reflect. How often do we judge someone based on their appearance? This story challenges us to see beyond the surface, to appreciate the beauty in everyone we meet. Remember, true beauty always shines from within.